Thrilled to have the Simple Joy Band here back in the studio, one of my favorite local groups. Last saw them, it's been a while, last September at Durham Centerfest. They tore it up.
That's a great show.
And we're delighted to have you folks back in the studio. And whatever you'd like to start with, we'd love to hear.
Okay. Neither borrow or lend or be. Satan is a buy-in. No borrow, no lender. When Satan is a buy-in, forget the legal tender. When Satan is a buy-in, if your soul costs nothing, it's still free. Hold on to your heart. Satan comes a-calling. Hold on to your heart. Satan comes to call, keep an empty shopping cart. When Satan's in the mall filled with naught but love for all to see. Neither borrow or lend or be. Satan is a buy-in. Or borrow nor lender. When Satan is a buy-in, forget the legal tender. Satan is a buy-in. If your soul costs nothing, it's still free. Careful you're not tempted to follow old Nick's way. Take heart and let your soul and love hold sway. Hell is full of dangerous snares and fiery blind pits. So let that burning red goat horn bastard take the hind bits. Chain. Satan's picking pockets, keep your wallet on its chain. Satan's picking pockets, to some ways to see it's plain, but not all kinds of eyes have sockets. There's so many other ways to see. Neither borrow or lend or be. Satan is a buy-in. No borrow nor lender. When Satan is a buy-in, forget the legal tender. When Satan is a buy-in, if your soul costs nothing, it's still free. If your soul costs nothing, it's still free. If your soul costs nothing, it's still free.
All right, that's what we're talking about.
That's a good way to start a Friday evening right there.
Thank goodness you got here through the traffic.
Yeah.
Man.
Is it okay?
So, Tuck, why don't you introduce everybody?
I'm Tuck Satterfield. This is Michael Lowry, Stephen Munoz, Pam McCarthy, and we are the Simple Joy.
Happy to be here.
Indeed.
R louder than guitar.
I fixed that. Yeah, we're back. Hi, I'm here.
Bob fixed it. Well, great to see you all. And tell us about that song. Was that in your most recent release?
That is on our album, our debut album that came out in September, called Unravel. And I know last week, Bob, you were talking about the puerility of pop. and puerile pop lyrics. That one.
That was our poetry show last week. Yes,
Sorry, maybe 2 weeks ago. But,
2 weeks. Yeah.
That one is based on a Shakespeare quote. So.
Well done.
Blame it on him.
Little
I should have
Polonius
added that one to the mix.
from Hamlet there.
So what have you guys been doing with yourselves? It's been a year and a month or so since you were with us here in the studio. It's sounding super tight. You guys seem to be having fun in spite of the traffic.
Well, yeah, we've gotten to play a lot together. We released our first album, so leading up to that, and our album release show, we played a lot, and yeah, it's just fun to play.
So where did we record this record?
We recorded with Emily Mussolino.
Oh,
Her Blue Moose
awesome.
Studios.
We are fans of Blue
Emily.
Moose.
Emily recorded all of it, engineered all of it. She's amazing. She sang on one of the songs on Avalon.
Yeah, she's
did
got a
beautiful
voice and a
harmony.
half.
Holy moly. And then mixed and mastered also in Durham by James Phillips of Bombadil,
Nice.
who's got a studio there. And yeah, he did an incredible job.
And so the name of the record is Unravel, and we can find it on all the typical places.
All the places.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or we could just sit here, Bob, shut up, and be entertained.
That's my plan for the evening. This is so good and so fun. Y'all out there in live stream land and radio land, we hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
Vows?
Yep. 2 then 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I still want you and I still need you. I try not to bleed you out dry, but I feel like I'll die. If I leave you so I fly to be near you, I'll cry when I hear you don't mind. If I never survive, never seeing your smile, and you forget after a while that I'm still this by you. I owe you. I owe you. I owe you. I owe you. Nothing and you don't owe me too. I still want you and I still need you. I try not to bleed you out dry, but I feel like I die. If I leave you so fly to be near you, I'll cry when I hear you don't mind. If I never survive never seeing your smile, and you forget after a while that I'm still this by you. I owe 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 you nothing, and you don't owe me too. One day you will understand. You will not command me. You will not demand of me. How dare you ever reprimand me? Could you even stand me? Look at all you planned for me. I owe you nothing.
Simple Joy tearing it up here in the studio. And
Rocked them off.
in fact, Gabriella LaFoley says, wow, wowee, I just jumped out of my bed and I'm dancing around my bedroom in my English cotton nightie.
All right.
Not sure I should have read that on the radio.
Dance
Well,
party.
that's something you don't see every day.
Nice compliment there.
Well, we can hope.
So sounds like your European tour is underway.
Yep. You got a spot to stay in Shrewsbury.
So everybody, we are here with the Simple Joy Band. You can learn all about them on Instagram, and they're also on Facebook, and they're also on all those other places.
All the cool social media places.
Where are we playing next live after this?
Wednesday at
Yeah.
401 Main at Beer and Banjos Carborough.
Awesome.
Beer and Banjos Carborough, which is actually where I first met Bob at a Couldn't Be Happier show.
That's right.
401 Main.
Good stuff happens at Beer and Banjos.
Indeed it does.
There used to be one in Durham. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but there was great music there.
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
Too many banjos, not enough beer.
I might have actually consumed all of the beer, so it was a problem.
So tell us about where these songs come from. Who wrote them?
So I wrote the lyrics and the beginning parts of all of them, but we basically together wrote all these songs. So
Well, that's
you
really
know,
that's really fun to hear.
it's
yeah.
great. So like you heard Steven just ripping it up. When I write that solo, I just write solo.
Here, Steven, do
Steven
this.
rips it up. Same with Pam and the drum parts, Michael with the bass parts, the harmony parts. So I kind of write the shell, and then we write the rest of it together.
So a typical song, going through that process, it probably just don't take it to them, and it happens in 5 minutes. Would it happen in one session, or over a week, or how's this work?
Typically, I'll bring in a few, and maybe we'll kind of collectively take one or two and go, yeah, that's worth working on. And then we'll play it through a few times, and we'll know it sticks if 2 or 3 rehearsals down, somebody's like, let's play that one again.
Nice. And then when you went into Emily's studio to record the record, did you do that live, or you did it track by track?
We did it all live, and we
Oh.
had started January of 2020, about 6 months after we had started as a band. And
Well, then what happened?
that was, so we recorded, I think, 6 songs or 3 songs that first session, and then didn't get back to it for another year and a half.
I love the live approach. Really enjoy that part.
We've had this discussion a few times, and Kirkridge says that's how he's done all of his CDs with the band, or all of the albums with
But
the
it's
band.
just, for me, part of it is just the experience of being there together.
Yeah,
I mean, that's as important as the final product. So
100%.
Well, what's clear from just being here in the studio for the past couple of songs, hopefully it's coming through to the people in the live stream, is you guys are clearly having fun and clearly enjoying each other, and that's how real collaboration works. And that energy is really difficult to catch if you're all just one at a time in the studio laying down an individual piece.
there are whole records produced where nobody ever sees each other. I found that interesting.
Yeah,
a
I
little
don't think
unusual.
That would be fun.
I was like, I couldn't do that. I don't want
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, so much of it is like, and this is why we try to play in a circle. We practice in a circle.
Right.
And we try to do it even when there's an audience. Try to
Just ignore the audience and look at
make
each
sure
other.
we can see each other. Yeah.
Well, you certainly have an audience here, not just here in the studio, but all over creation. And waiting for the next song. What do you have for us?
All right, this one is called Until. Try to stay up while you're falling down. Try to hide away in the middle of this town. Gotta go fast and go faster still. My breath is holding and just waiting until one day you'll come around now. Make me into your sacred cow. Until that day I'm up the creek trying to paddle faster than the tears down my cheek. Until stay up while you're falling down. A smile painted over carved lines of my frown. Chasing your love is the bitterest pill, falling farther behind and can't catch up until one day you'll come around, repaint my face as a new kind of clown. Until that day I'm up the creek, trying to paddle faster than the tears down my cheek. You look at me like a dying thing that's been left too long in the sunshine. Meet me out on the edge of dreams, lie to me, tell me everything will be fine. Try to stay up while you're falling behind. I see this going well in the better parts of my mind. Meanwhile, I wait for you to come in for the kill. Full of trepidation, but still hoping until one day you'll come around, repaint my face as a different kind of clown. Until that day, I'm up the creek, trying to paddle faster than the tears down my cheek. One day you'll come around now, make me into your sacred cow. Until that day I'm up the creek, trying to paddle faster than the tears down my cheek.
Nice.
I saw some interesting communication there at the end. There was some.
Audible. It's like, okay, switch formations. Speaking of switching formations, it is time
It
for
is
the
time.
bass shift.
Yeah.
Oh, bass
out.
shift, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a tag team, some sort of wrestling thing.
The referee hasn't thrown a flag yet.
So, Tuck, you told us about, in a very general way, about you have some words and some ideas. You bring them to the group, and they build the project from that point on. But is there any one place where these ideas, the genesis of them, originally?
I don't know about the genesis. I mean, one thing that is true for me is I can't write lyrics and then add music, or the other way around. Like, there's got to be some kernel where there's a word or a phrase and a melody together.
So it's all happening at the same time for you.
It doesn't always happen that way, but if it ends up being good and natural feeling to me, that is always comes with some kind of like, not necessarily exactly the same time, but a melody that very quickly has a phrase or word associated with it.
So is that the hook of the song that comes first?
A lot of times, yeah.
And you build out from that?
And sometimes it'll be playing around on the guitar, and then a melody will come out of just kind of picking,
And your words, so you say you have some words, so you're adding words as you're interfacing with the group?
No, I'll bring it in.
Those are complete?
Yeah, I'll bring it in finished. Every once in a while we'll change some words.
If I sing it, the words
Yeah,
often change.
Michael changes them. Mostly,
Say, why'd you write 10 words? I can only sing
Yeah.
4 of them at a time.
we almost always change the arrangement and the structure. but the words generally are the same. Sometimes, like with Vows that we played earlier, Michael said, I want to sing that one, and I want to change the key, and I want to make it sound like a Rolling Stones song.
Okay.
Totally different. And
Well, so you got to take off your sixth string if you're going to do that, right?
yeah.
Well, we have now our instruments rearranged, and we do have time before the top of the hour for one nice song,
Yeah, we do.
All right.
if you'd be so kind.
This one's called Triple Double. Mama always told me, careful of the girls. Dance fast and live faster. Leave your head all a twirl. She might not have known it, but she could have been talking about you. 'Cause you never took just one step when you could get away with two. I fell for your triple time beat and your double time and heart. Every new man you meet's another chance to tear me apart. Each day I dream of leaving you, give myself a new chance. But with my last dying breath, I know just ask you to dance. First I saw you spinning at the armory that night. Hair streaming out sideways, feet too fast for sight. When you finally slowed down so I could look into your eyes, my head was screaming out mama's words, but my heart had notions otherwise. I fell for your triple time beat and your double time and heart. Every new man you meet's another chance to tear me apart. Each day I dream of leaving you, give myself a new chance. But with my last dying breath, I know just ask you to dance. I wish I knew the answer to how I let you pull my world apart. I got tied up in your triple time and feet. And undone by your double time and heart. Mama always told me, be careful of the girls. Dance fast and live faster. Leave your head all a twirl. Now all your fancy stepping just leads to you stepping out. Now I wish I'd heeded my mother's wise words of doubt. I fell for your triple time beat and your double time and heart. Every new man you meet's another chance to tear me apart. Each day I dream of leaving you, give myself a new chance. But with my last dying breath, I know just ask you to dance.
Bob,
joy.
have you heeded your mother's wide words?
Always, she might be listening. Of course, I always do everything my mother says, always have.
Pam, that's one cool little symbol. What is that thing?
This little guy?
Yeah.
It's a Mino Classic Customs Dark Splash 10-inch.
Oh, dark spot. It sounds
But
good.
the Mino symbol
Yeah, huh?
is just my favorite thing ever. But yeah, that little splash guy, and I can play
Yeah.
it with like hand percussion too, so it's awesome.
Well, everybody, we are here with the Simple Joy Band, enjoying ourselves tremendously. And we are approaching. We're approaching something, Bob. What are we approaching?
We're approaching what the heck is on Tuck's shirt.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. It's a
United
Neville
States
Quarters.
of my Neville's Quarter.
We had
Graham.
Brian Moyer here in the studio last week with Brian O'Kelly Cox, the two
Yep.
Brians, the band unofficially known as Too Many Brians.
We were excited to hear that Neville's Quarter, the band has been sort of a little bit in hiding because Lex has been doing artsy stuff, that they're going to step back into the world, and always love them, so we're looking forward to that.
And if I remember, Brian, one of the Brians, Brian with an I, was wearing a Simple Joy shirt. So
He was.
He was.
that's
We
good
noticed.
payback.
We had to run it back. And speaking of Neville's Quarter, and Brian mentioned this on your show last week, they're getting married this summer.
Yeah,
That's right.
June. It's a
Yes.
June wedding,
Yeah.
and they're growing all their own flowers, he said.
Oh, really?
They better get going. June will be here before they know it.
Well, we're playing their wedding.
Yeah.
And
Fun.
I was like, Brian, you know the kind of songs that we sing. We play both kinds, sad and angry.
Well, people will still be dancing, and they will see
Yeah.
you having fun. I was going to say during that last song, I was looking around at you guys playing, and especially Pam, you'd just be kind of in the middle of a groove, and then just a big smile would just come across your face. Like, it's clear you guys are having fun, and it's, given our playlist today of congestion, perhaps me saying infectious is not the right word, but that's what it was.
It's the name of the band, the Simple Joy. It's just, these are not all happy songs, but it's such a joyful, simple, joyful thing to play music together.
Everybody, we are WHUP LP Hillsboro. The show is Pass the Hat. We are here with the Simple Joy Band. And Bob, we're so fortunate to have an Hour 2 sponsor.
That's right. Support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by,
We
not
wish.
provided by bourbon,
That's my bad, guys.
sweetly provided by
sorry.
Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. Y'all get over to Matthews and buy all of the chocolate. He's got a couple of new employees. They're practicing all kinds of wonderful chocolate
Oh, my
magic
goodness.
back there in the kitchen, and good things are happening, y'all.
Are you
And
are we
Sims,
eating some of this now?
Sims
or-
Pam held up the bottle. We were lobby for a third hour of the show, sponsored by Buffalo Trace.
There you go. There you go.
If you're out there listening to us,
Mr. Vice President or sales rep for Buffalo Trace, we will help you out. You scratch our back, we will scratch yours.
we've been here for some 10 years enjoying the finest of local music. All of our shows are archived on WHUPFM.org. Go on there, hit shows, scroll down to Pass the Hat. We've got about 1,000 shows out there. But in addition to that, the last maybe, 4 years plus or so, we've been doing multimedia.
We are a
Bob?
television station.
We are a television station, and we are streaming video and high-def audio right now. And how do people find that?
Yep. If you are not watching the live stream right now, you can find the live stream at Whoop Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat, on your favorite streaming services. And your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can go out to both YouTube and Facebook at Whoop Pass the Hat, and you can see this live stream right now. Just click on the live tab on either of those places. And once you're done, you can go back and see an archive of all of these many years of weekly live streams, all the fantastic bands we've had. Twitch only keeps them for 2 weeks, but you can watch it live there. It's a fantastic live streaming platform. So, y'all, get out there and enjoy the live stream if you're not doing it right now.
So for the next 30 minutes, we'll be streaming the Simple Joy Band live. And then after that, you can tell all your friends that video is not going away. They can access it at any time.
Forever.
It's a miracle.
And then, of course, every broadcast here on Pass the Hat is stored on the WHUP server. So you can go to WHUPFM.org, hit shows, scroll down, find Pass the Hat, and you can find the high-def audio. Not the video, but the high-def audio for every show we've ever done.
That's been 1,000 or so.
Good work.
So, yeah.
So we're back here live with the Simple Joy, and they're getting ready to play us another song.
So yeah, we're playing a wedding this summer. This is probably not going to be on the set list. That's my
No.
suspicion.
I don't think so.
All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. When I was wise, cut my teeth on suicide. When I found hope, sought no solace in a hangman's robe. Now I'm living on the wrong side of town, and my heart is planted 6 feet below ground. I asked your mom, she said you can't be found, so I keep on following your ghost all around. When I found you, had no notion of the depth of blue, but in your eyes I'd happily forever capsize. Now I'm living on the wrong side of town, and my heart is hidden 6 feet below ground. And I asked your mom, she said you can't be found, so I keep on following your ghost all around. Now I'm home, faced with the horror of being alone. Now I'm home, halfway, wishing that I'd never known you. When I found faith was when I knew you were in a grave. No more lies to tell, so I'll ride this rope to hell. Now I'm living in the wrong side of town, and my feet, they are planted 6 feet below ground. I asked your mom, she said you can't be found, so I keep on following your ghost all around, all around.
Oh, I don't know. That could be a wedding song. I mean, I might not dance to it. Simple Joy live here in the studio. We hope you guys are having as much fun as we are.
Michael, tell us about that guitar you're about to put away. What kind of
This is a GNL.
GNL? I don't know that I know about those.
It was Fender. It was the company that he created when he left the Fender company.
Oh, and before Music Man? He did Music Man, too, so...
Yeah, I don't know
Just some-
the details.
well, sounds-
history. I just know I really liked the guitars at a used shop.
So who is the
years
G?
ago.
The L has got to be Leo, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he had a
Sorry,
first name.
Lauren. Yeah.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, it is
It's a
nice
beautiful guitar,
one. It's a
though.
nice one.
It's not often in non-bluegrass bands that you see them swapping instruments. That seems to be de rigueur in bluegrass bands. You just trade every song. Okay, you're playing the mandolin now. You're playing the bass now.
You're speaking French now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I forgot where I was. I'm in Hillsboro right now, y'all.
really like that song, you know. Funeral song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Okay, funeral, wedding, any kind of an event
Oh, it
song.
does, yeah. Let's have the sea shanty a little bit to it, too.
Oh, speaking of sea shanties, if you're into sea shanties and you happen to be anywhere near Hillsboro, tonight at 8 o'clock is a sea shanty sing-along at the Colonial Inn, just
What?
100 yards
There you go.
100 yards west of us. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't even say that. Sea shanties often involve alcohol, so I'm in.
She sells.
She sells she shanties.
That.
Down by the whatever. Well, that's something not to be missed. But you going down there?
I think I will go down there, but I have to check out the cool bands happening over at Yonder also. The Jay Fono's over there, not Jane Goodall, Judy Woodall, and the Night Owls, I believe. It's going to be a fantastic show. All over downtown Hillsboro is going to be a fun place to be tonight. But right now, kicking it off for us,
All right.
Simple Joy.
Everything, not that kind of friend.
Yeah, I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
McGruff the crime dog in elementary school, the boys in blue and the golden rule, the faces all friendly, no hint of an enemy. You stick with me, kid, and we'll always be cool. I'm not the kind of friend who will drag you down, kneel on your neck on the dirty high ground. I'm not the kind of friend, not the kind of friend, I'm not that kind of friend. We get to high school, whole different colored rule. You said we'd be cool, but hey, that was then. Some of us just sliding, while some out here hiding. Some taking a hiding, just depends on your skin. I'm not the kind of friend who will drag you down, kneel on your neck on a dirty high ground. I'm not the kind of friend, I'm not the kind of friend, I'm not that kind of friend. Come, won't you play with me in my castle built on hypocrisy? I like to promise you a happy end, but I'll tell you now, I am not that kind of friend. Tasing, the country is a-blazing like Tenement Square. Who shoots a skylark? Gas is a play park. Who made the sky dark, and why should I care? I'm not the kind of friend who will drag you down, kneel on your neck on the dirty hot ground. I'm not the kind of friend, I'm not the kind of friend, not that kind of friend. I'm not the kind of friend who will drag you down, kneel on your neck on the dirty hot ground. I'm not the kind of friend, I'm not that kind of friend, I'm not your kind of friend. Stephen got hold of one there.
There they go having fun again, Kirk. They don't even need us here.
That was nice.
Loved
I never play
when
the same thing twice. I never know what I'm going to play.
loved when you two did when you did the run and you did the run with them at the end. That was just really nice, really nice. Everybody, we are here with the Simple Joy Band. Learn all about them on Instagram or Facebook.
All the social media places.
Now, September, when you did your record, that's when you finished it. That's been a while. So plans for new material.
There's no shortage of material to begin with.
He's a songwriting machine.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, actually.
So, Tuck, what inspires you to write a song?
It's a late in life thing. Michael and I were in a band. It's the first band I was ever in, probably 8 or 10 years ago. All we did was cover North Carolina music, and so that was pretty cool. Learned a lot about our scene here.
Right.
That's the first band I was ever in. I was playing bass, and our leader, a guy named Aaron Lubeck, decided one day to use some money we'd made from playing a food truck rodeo to get a songwriting coach, and we would just meet for an hour before practices and do, I think, about 6 weeks worth of songwriting camp. And
it took.
I figured out I really liked it. So then I kept writing, and that band really, I mean, it's hard to do original music. So they were like, we don't really want all these songs. And so then it was a matter of finding like-minded people who wanted to work on, make up new stuff.
How did you go about finding these like-minded people here in this room? How
Well,
did you guys meet?
Steven, we met. Steven was running sound at, what was it even called then? A place on Main Street in Durham.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
When Michael and I were playing a show there, and nicest guy in the world. He just moved to Durham from San Francisco, and so I started coming to his shows and was just blown away, became a fan.
Mm-hmm.
He was curating a thing where Emily and Misty and other people would come and play also on Main Street, and that's where I saw Pam play.
Mm-hmm.
Became a fan, started following her around. And then Michael, in the meantime, came to me before band practice once and was like, hey, do you think we could work on some original stuff? And by the way, I want to learn how to play bass. And I was like, yeah. So that's... it
Isn't
just
Durham
came
just a
together.
fantastic place?
It's amazing.
So, Bob, the answer is that, if I hear right, the Tuck just started stalking people.
That's exactly what I got out of this.
Yeah. You show up to watch people play, and then you tell them they did a good
It was
job.
we were preparing for a festival, though.
That's right, yeah.
Centerfest.
We were going to play Centerfest. I had a spot there, and I asked Steven to come learn some songs, and that was the one that got hurricaned out.
Oh,
And so
yes.
that was super frustrating, but also we had like a little kernel of a thing, and I was like, Steven, could I basically hire you as a consultant to help me pull a band together? And I thought he knew Pam really well because I'd seen them play together. And so I said, I really want to see if Pam McCarthy would play with us. And he's
Yeah, I
like,
was a fan of Pam, too.
Yeah.
I was like totally like, who is this?
but I'd never met her,
Killer.
until our first rehearsal.
Well, it seems to have worked out okay.
Yeah, we get along pretty good.
Thank goodness she said yes.
Yes.
And the
I
rest,
feel
as they say, Bob, is history.
It's history living just in front of us here in the studio.
And time for another song.
All right, we probably got 3 more. Which one do we want to?
Yeah.
Perfect. If we don't talk
Well, we got time
at
for
all.
3 more. We got
Yep.
about 5 or 6 more, so we got a quick call.
You call.
You call it. Let's do everything but the cost.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, I start. Ready? One, 2, 3, 4.
saw the way you looked at me when the ship went down, like the weight of the world's expectations in one single twisted up frown. You act as though your face was scarred by the wedding rice, but it's just the pox and divots of too many years and not enough nice. So now I'm walking backwards and running away from these indoor gladiator grounds with too many words and nothing to say. Swing the sword and hope there's nothing still worth getting lost, 'cause we played the game badly and lost everything but the cause. Thought I knew of all the ways to screw myself up, but the poison that's been eating me was already down in my cup. So now I'm walking backwards and running away from these indoor gladiator grounds with too many words and nothing to say. Swing the sword and hope there's nothing still worth getting lost, 'cause we played the game badly and lost everything but the cause. Round and round on a string of posies, my mouth filled up with lies. We all fall down in a heap together, a tangled lens of sour mash. To say, swing the sword and hope there's nothing still worth getting lost, 'cause we played the game badly and lost everything but the cost. Yeah, we lost everything but the cost. We lost everything but the cost, 'cause we played the game badly and lost everything but the cost.
Kirk says keep going.
All right.
Can we play Man About Town?
Man About Town? Yeah. let's do it.
I'm really excited about this
Okay,
song.
cool. As I was traveling over rooftops low, saw a man who was wandering way down below. As I was traveling over rivers wide, saw a man who was wandering, saw a man who had died. Carried his burden in a leather sack. It pulled on his shoulders, it bent down his back. Filled only with letters, the tools of his trade. Still it bowed him completely. It burdened more than it weighed. Man about town, man of the city. But when he fell down, he lost it completely. Soldier returning from the scene of the lines, service completed, but he left some part of him behind. Escaped all the mountains and caves that he had seen, but something about his carrion friends picked some part of him clean. Man about town, man of the city. But when he fell down, it broke him completely.
Y'all have been listening to a fantastic hour of the Simple Joy Band live here on Pass the Hat, but don't go away. They're not done yet. We're going to make them play another song. But we have to remind you to find them at the Simple Joy Band out on all of the social medias and to catch them at Carbrew Beer and Banjos next Wednesday. And all of the other places they're going to be playing, because I'm sure there's lots of them, because damn, these guys are good.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
And thanks for having us on. Love the show.
Yes, thank you.
I can honestly say it's been my pleasure. Well, will you guys play us out? We've got time for one more song, and y'all don't go away. We're going to finish up the show, the last half hour of the show. We play a playlist that these guys bring in for us, and they provide intros and outros. So we're going to get to hear a little bit about what motivates them, what moves them, what they think you should be listening to when you're not listening to The Simple Joy.
All right. Circus in your head?
Yeah.
All right. This one's different every time we play it. Steven kind of dictates how we play it.
All right.
Woke us early, had to jerk us out of bed. I could hear your evil dreaming, there's a circus in your head. my father had his belt off, took us out behind the shed. There's no other explanation, there's a circus in your head. I was sad and I was lonesome, I was always confused. I was feeling new in different types of beat down blues. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in deeply wrong faces. I called my doctor, he said your mind is broke. I got to get you on some meds. There's no other way to fix you, get that circus out your head. Here's a bottle, reach your hand in, get some blues and grab some reds. But the green ones kick the most back. I love that circus in your head. Here we go.
Whew.
Yes, sir.
It's a circus here in the studio. Circus of fun. Y'all have been enjoying a fantastic hour of the Simple Joy Band live here in the studio. As I said a minute ago, we're going to turn off the live stream here in just a moment, but don't go away, y'all. You can still listen. Just go out to WHUPFM.org, hit the Listen Now button, and you can listen from anywhere in the universe where there's an internet connection. If you happen to be in Hillsborough, you can tune into 104.7 FM. So, y'all wave goodbye to the live stream.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to turn it off here in a minute. Okay, here we go.